My name is John Garr with Garrco Products, and with me is Dr. Dennis Gardesser. He's the owner of WRK of Arkansas, a consulting company specializing in application technology. And we wanted to discuss with you today the differences in tank mix uniform mixtures, making sure the chemical is mixed. I have felt over the years it's one of the things that is lacking in how we do things in our industry or other industries when they spray a pesticide. We have a solid tank, you can't see inside it, so you don't see if the mixture is actually being mixed uniformly or if it's even mixed uniformly to begin with, plus the complex mixtures that we have. The different components that you're trying to add to the spray tank can make a huge difference. So Dennis has a representation of a spray tank with different modes of agitation, and I'll let Dr. G, as I affectionately refer to him, explain some of the variables.
Well, this tank is similar to the shape of a lot of different spray tanks, and we have 4 different agitation styles on it. The first one brings the fluid in from the top, and if you look in the tank you can see that we're creating a lot of bubbles which might lead to foaming. But if you look at the blue beads, which would represent the chemical in that tank, we're not doing any mixing at all. We're doing a lot of water circulation, and you can see the water circulating in the tank, but we're not mixing the chemical. So all the chemical that's in the tank would go out with the drawdown of the initial parts in the bottom. So we can change that and bring the agitation in from the bottom. We have a deal here. And when you look in the tank, the water is really swirling around, and one would be led to believe if you looked in a spray tank that you had excellent agitation. But as we can see, because this is clear, our blue beads are still lying very close to the bottom, indicating that we still have very, very poor agitation. Now, an alternate way is to have jets that move the fluid along the bottom. So the third technique that I'll demonstrate is we have a T section in the bottom of this with holes in either end, and it allows the material to be sprayed along the bottom in opposite directions. And this is a very common setup on many spray tanks. And the thinking is that I'm getting really good agitation. And it's much, much better than the top or the bottom. As you can see, we're starting to get some mixing, but I think you'll see when we go to the fourth one, we really start to get agitation.
Now this is the tube that runs all the way across the bottom with the holes in the pipe going across the bottom and spraying, keeping the bottom clean of the tank and rolling the tank, and you can see how much better distribution you get of the chemical.
The other thing that happens sometimes is we have a limited pump capacity, and even if I slow the pump down to half of the capacity that I had before, we still have much better agitation than we had with any other types. So having a sparger line that goes the full length of the tank that really stirs that material is ideal to make sure that we have good mixture, particularly with any type of wettable product or initial mixing and blending. It's critical to have the excellent agitation.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gardesser.